Prime Minister Moses Nagamootoo has now voiced his reaction to a recent article published in the Guyana Times which suggests that he has been stripped of his portfolio and plays a diminishing role in the coalition government. The Prime Minister calls it yellow journalism.
Well, I wouldn't pay much attention to the Guyana slime. Nor those who are peddling this bag of untruths. I believe that they have descended to a pathetic low level of yellow journalism. And nothing that they say could be believed.
President Granger, for his part, deemed the article malicious, wicked, and misleading. The president told reporters that the Prime Minister is not subordinate to any of his ministers. The Prime Minister believes that the article published in the opposition-controlled newspaper is an attack on his ethnicity.
Nothing that the Times would say would change and alter the fact that our coalition is a good working coalition. The attack on me is not an attack against my authority, my responsibility. It's an attack against my ethnicity. And let's bear that. It's not the focus on my responsibilities. My responsibilities are so many that I sometimes wonder how I last the day through.
The Prime Minister said he finds the article atrociously misleading and that anyone who can define what stripping from responsibilities is would be the opposition PPP. He explains why.
And I'm serious when I say this, that they are the stripping type, because they also understand that in 2011, Moses Nagamootoo helped to perform a feat. And that feat resulted in the PPP being stripped of the majority in the National Assembly. And then in 2015, Moses Nagamootoo was instrumental in stripping the PPP of the government. So in 2011, I featured in a great feat. And in 2015, I featured in a great defeat of the PPP. In the first instance, they were stripped of their majority. In the second instance, they were stripped of their authority.
In the official gazette published on Wednesday, January 6, 2016, the Prime Minister's portfolio was expanded to include the additional responsibilities of government and parliamentary business, constitutional commissions, constitutional reform, and governance.
As Prime Minister and First Vice President of Guyana, I share the responsibilities that are carried by the Commander-in-Chief and the President of the Republic of Guyana. I exercise those functions on his behalf periodically when he's out of the country. My friends in the PPP cannot understand what it is to share executive authority because they stole it several times. They rigged internal elections in the PPP to ensure that only the cronies could be assigned those responsibilities.
The Prime Minister also maintains responsibility for public information, making him responsible for the Guyana National Broadcasting Authority, the National Communications Network, Guyana National Newspapers Limited, and the Government Information Agency.